So you want to use your cell phone on your next cruise, but you're really not sure how to go about doing that. You're not alone. Today I'm going to break down Verizon's Cruise Daily Pass to help you determine if this plan is better than your cruise line's plan. This Verizon plan just might be the one for you. We're going to talk about eligibility and restrictions, what is included, how it works, the cost, and things that you should consider before you purchase this Cruise Daily Pass by Verizon. Welcome back to Cruise Savvy. I'm Barb, and I'm really happy you're here. Figuring out the best plan needed to make calls from a cruise ship is getting complicated. There are so many choices to choose from. So today, we're diving into Verizon's new plan called the Cruise Daily Pass. A cell phone is handy on a cruise ship because it allows you to stay connected. You can use your cell phone now to access the cruise line's apps. This allows you to look at your schedules, book reservations for a show, even for a specialty dining. You can even check your online account, plus a lot of other things. You can go online to watch a movie if you need a break from all the cruise line activities. And if you're a content creator, you can document your adventures so you can stay connected to social media. So, for all of those who want to stay connected with friends and family back home, your cell phone is going to allow you to do that easily. Is Verizon's plan the best one for you while you're at sea on a cruise ship? Unlike the cruise line's plan that use Wi-Fi, Verizon's Cruise Daily Pass actually uses cellular data. I know, scary, right? We're going to cover the details. So let's do that. Let's start first with eligibility. First, you must be a Verizon cellular customer. And second, you must have an eligible cell phone. Eligible phones include 4G Light World devices and 5G World devices. How can you tell? If you have a newer smartphone, you're most likely good to go. You can tell if your phone is a 4 or a 5G by checking your network status on the top right-hand corner of your phone. If you don't see it there, look in Network Setting under your phone settings menu. On iPhones, the display bar is going to say 5G or LTE, which stands for 4G. And on Android phones, you can often find the same information under Settings, Mobile Networks, Preferred Network Type. If you still don't see this, turn off your Wi-Fi and check to see if anything changes in your display in that top right corner. And if you're still not sure, go ahead and give your provider a call. Once you determine that your phone is eligible, you need to check to see if your cruise line has an agreement with Verizon. As of making this video, here are the eligible cruise lines. If you're watching this video in the distant future, please check Verizon's website for the most updated list of cruise ships. And if all of that checks out, there are still 2 other restrictions that can still eliminate you from being eligible. The first one is if you have a government cellular account, and that includes federal, state, and local accounts. And if you're a prepaid customer, you are not eligible. Okay, if you're still with me, then you know you can get the Cruise Daily Pass by Verizon. So let's get into the details. The Verizon Daily Pass provides a 24-hour session that includes 0.5 gigabytes or 50 megabytes of high-speed data, which is unlimited, and then it will switch to 3G. There are options to buy more high-speed data if needed. So what does 0.5 GB of high speed actually get you? 0.5 G or 50 megabytes of data, you can browse the internet for about 30 minutes. You can send and receive approximately 500 emails without attachments, or you can stream 10 to 15 minutes of standard definition video. However, data usage can vary depending on what you're actually engaged in. And yes, if your apps are still pulling in data in the background or updating, that does count against your data. In addition to your data, you also receive unlimited voice minutes to US numbers and unlimited text messaging. If you're finding this video helpful in any way, please hit that like button or leave me a comment. It really helps the channel. Let's keep going. So how much does this 24-hour session cost? I know you're dying to hear the price. The cost as of today, which is October 9th, 2025, is $20 per 24-hour session, which includes, again, your data, your messaging, and your voice. Now, if you happen to exceed that 0.5 gigabytes of data and you don't want to run on 5G speeds, you can buy an additional 0.5 gigabytes of data for $10 more. And there is no limit to the number of boosts you can purchase in this 24-hour session. You are charged for the days that you use Cruise Daily Pass at sea. You do not need to remove it when you get home. It'll just live in the background on your phone and it'll be ready for the next time you get on a cruise. Are you ready to sign up? It sounds pretty good. How do you add Verizon's Cruise Daily Pass, you ask? There are several ways. One, you can go right onto your My Verizon app or through your My Verizon or My Business account online. Of course, you can call customer service. You can also send a text message with the word cruise to 4044. Or you might receive an opt-in message once you jump on the ship. Just reply cruise and you're going to receive a confirmation text from Verizon. And you must turn off your Wi-Fi in order to use Verizon's Cruise Daily Pass. Do not put yourself on airplane mode because that will turn off all of your cellular data capability. Just manually turn off your Wi-Fi. Your 24-hour session begins as soon as you answer a call, send a text message, or use any type of data, including background data, while you're on board your ship. Once a 24-hour period ends, any usage will automatically trigger another 24-hour session. So be very careful of your start and stop times. If you don't want to use it again the next day, make sure you put yourself back on airplane mode and turn off that data. And just a side note, if you happen to be stopping in another country and you get off the ship and you go into port, you also want to put yourself in airplane mode then. Because if you make or receive any phone calls, you're going to be charged for international calling rates. Unless you have an international calling plan, those can be very expensive. So if you're in port, use your Wi-Fi and see if you can find a free Wi-Fi spot somewhere nearby. I know this is a lot to cover. Just hang in there. We have one more section to go, and it's important. Just talking about things to consider before you purchase this plan. Verizon's plan is for one device only. You cannot log out of one phone and log into another phone to use the plan. This plan is very specific to the phone that you enroll. Connected devices such as smartwatches, laptops, and tablets are ineligible. You need to be very careful about your start and stop times if you don't want to be billed for consecutive days. And as we just mentioned, when you're in port, remember to put yourself in airplane mode, unless you have an international calling plan, to avoid any international charges if you happen to make or receive calls. Data services for this plan are going over that ship's satellite, that cellular at sea. Remember ship to shore from other videos that I've done? And it can be a bit slow with the Cruise Daily Pass. Yes, it is affected by the weather and the ship's position. To help with data usage, be sure you turn off all the cellular data that's running in the background, such as your apps that you won't need during your trip. This prevents any updates coming in, and it lets you use that little bit of high-speed internet that they're giving you for the things that you want to use it for. So I did all the homework, so you didn't have to. And all you can focus on now is comparing this plan to the one that your cruise line is offering. Every cruise line is slightly different in the cost and what it actually covers and what it allows you to do on the internet. I do have other videos that detail different cruise lines' plan, as well as how all of this actually works. If you want to check them out, just jump onto my channel and go ahead and do that. Consider all of the factors we just discussed in order for you to make the best decision that's right for you and your family and your budget. Oh, and if this helped in any way, don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know in the comments if you're going to give it a try out. I think that I'm going to try it out. I have a cruise coming up and I'm going to hit this Verizon Daily Pass and see how it works for me. Until next time, happy sailing.